5 phrases fake friends use right before they betray you. 84% of people have experienced betrayal from someone they considered a close friend. Devastating, right? But here's what's even more chilling. Fake friends don't betray you randomly. They give signals, specific phrases that they use right before they stab you in the back. Phrases so innocent-sounding that you miss them completely until it's too late. Today, I'm going to reveal 5 phrases that fake friends use right before they betray you. Phrases that should make you immediately suspicious of their true intentions. Before we begin, if you're serious about protecting yourself from betrayal and identifying who's real and who's fake in your circle, hit that like button and subscribe. Now, let's expose these warning signs. Listen very carefully, because what I'm about to share could save you from one of the most painful experiences in life, being betrayed by someone you trusted. Fake friends are some of the most dangerous people you'll encounter because they're embedded in your life. They know your secrets, your vulnerabilities, your dreams, and they have access to everything that matters to you. When they decide to turn on you, the damage is catastrophic because you never saw it coming. Think about this. What if someone you call a friend is already planning their betrayal? What if the words coming out of their mouth right now are the same phrases fake friends use right before they strike? What if you could recognize these warning signs before the knife goes in your back instead of after? Don't look away now, because recognizing these 5 phrases could be the difference between protecting yourself and becoming another victim of fake friendship. The betrayal is coming, but you can see it before it destroys you. Without wasting another second, let's reveal these treacherous phrases. Number 1, I would never tell anyone, but. When a friend starts a sentence with this phrase, alarm bells should be deafening in your head. This is pre-betrayal positioning, and it's one of the clearest signals that someone is about to violate your trust while setting up plausible deniability for themselves. What they're really saying is, I'm about to tell someone, and I'm establishing that I know I shouldn't, but I'm going to do it anyway. Here's the psychology behind this phrase. By acknowledging that they shouldn't share something, they're creating the illusion of trustworthiness and moral awareness. They want you to think, well, they know it's wrong to tell, so they must really need to share this with someone, and at least they're being honest about it. But that's exactly the trap. This phrase is how fake friends test the waters before betraying you. They're essentially asking for permission to violate your confidence by framing it as a one-time exception. If someone says this to you, pay very close attention to what comes next. Are they about to share someone else's secret with you? If they're willing to betray someone else's trust to you, they're absolutely willing to betray your trust to others. This phrase reveals their character. They don't actually value confidentiality. They just perform the appearance of it. And here's the devastating part. If they're saying this before sharing someone else's secret with you, they've almost certainly already said it before sharing your secrets with others. Fake friends use this phrase as their betrayal disclaimer, a way to acknowledge wrongdoing while doing it anyway. Real friends don't need to preface loyalty with explanations. They just stay loyal. When you hear this phrase, understand that you're dealing with someone who will absolutely betray you when it serves them. Number 2, you know I'm always honest with you. This phrase seems like an affirmation of trust and transparency, but it's actually a deception signal. When someone feels the need to remind you of their honesty, especially unprompted or frequently, it's often because they're preparing to lie to you or have already been lying to you. This is credibility reinforcement, and fake friends use it right before major betrayals to make sure you still trust them. Here's what's really happening. Truly honest people don't constantly advertise their honesty because their actions speak for themselves. When someone repeatedly emphasizes how honest they are, they're trying to manufacture trust rather than earn it through consistent behavior. They're building up your confidence in them specifically so you won't question them when the betrayal comes. It's like a con artist saying, "Trust me," before a scam. The statement itself is part of the manipulation.
If you have a friend who frequently reminds you of how honest, loyal, or real they are, that's a massive red flag. Pay attention to when they say this. Do they emphasize their honesty right before asking invasive questions? Right before sharing suspicious information? Right after you've confided something sensitive? The timing reveals the tactic. What they're doing is creating a shield of perceived trustworthiness that prevents you from seeing the betrayal until it's already happened. By the time you realize they lied, manipulated, or betrayed you, they've already established themselves as the honest one in your mind, making you doubt your own perception of their betrayal. Real friends demonstrate honesty through actions, not through constant verbal affirmations of their character. When someone needs to keep telling you who they are, it's because their actions would tell you something very different. Trust behavior, not declarations. Number 3. I'm just looking out for you. This phrase is one of the most insidious because it disguises self-serving motives as genuine care. When a fake friend says this, especially when giving you advice you didn't ask for or trying to influence your decisions, what they're really doing is manipulation masked as protection. This is concern weaponization, and it's a favorite tool of fake friends right before they betray you. Here's how this works as a betrayal signal. Fake friends use this phrase to justify interfering in your life in ways that benefit them while making you believe they have your best interests at heart. They might use it before talking you out of an opportunity they want for themselves, before spreading your business to others under the guise of getting advice on how to help you, or before making decisions that affect you without your input. The phrase gives them cover for actions that are actually selfish or harmful to you. If someone frequently tells you they're just looking out for you, examine what they're actually doing. Are their actions truly protective, or are they controlling? Do they respect your autonomy, or do they push their agenda while claiming it's for your benefit? The pattern matters. Fake friends use this phrase especially when they're about to do something you wouldn't approve of if you knew the real motive. They might share your private struggles with others, supposedly to get advice on how to help you. They might discourage you from opportunities, supposedly because they don't want you to fail. They might even turn others against you, supposedly because they're trying to protect you from toxic people. But in reality, they're serving their own interests while using your welfare as justification. Real friends respect your choices even when they disagree. Fake friends override your autonomy and call it care. When you hear this phrase repeatedly, understand it for what it is, a justification being built for a betrayal that's already in motion. Number 4. Don't tell anyone I told you this. This phrase should immediately put you on high alert because it reveals that the person saying it is comfortable operating in secrecy and triangulation. When a fake friend comes to you with information and demands confidentiality about being the source, they're engaging in strategic information sharing, and you are being used as a pawn in their game. This is a major betrayal signal because it shows they're willing to create chaos while protecting themselves. If someone says this to you, pay very close attention to what comes next. Are they about to share someone else's secret with you? If they're willing to betray someone else's trust to you, they're absolutely willing to betray your trust to others. This phrase reveals their character. They don't actually value confidentiality, they just perform the appearance of it. And here's the devastating part. If they're saying this before sharing someone else's secret with you, they've almost certainly already said it before sharing your secrets with others. Fake friends use this phrase as their betrayal disclaimer, a way to acknowledge wrongdoing while doing it anyway. Real friends don't need to preface loyalty with explanations, they just stay loyal. When you hear this phrase, understand that you're dealing with someone who will absolutely betray you when it serves them. Number 5. Things have been weird between us lately. When a fake friend suddenly starts saying that things feel different or weird in your friendship, especially when you haven't noticed any problems, this is distance creation, and it's often the final phrase before betrayal. What they're doing is establishing a narrative that your friendship was already troubled, which gives them justification for whatever betrayal is about to come. This phrase is them planting seeds for their exit story. Here's the strategic purpose. By claiming things have been weird, they're rewriting history to make the friendship seem less solid than it actually was. This serves multiple purposes. First, it prepares you for distance, making you less surprised when they pull away after they betray you. Second, it creates a ready-made excuse for their betrayal when it's discovered. They can claim the friendship was already falling apart anyway. Third, it makes you question yourself and potentially become more eager to prove your friendship, which they can exploit. Fourth, it allows them to tell others that the friendship was already on the rocks, protecting their reputation when the betrayal becomes public. Real friends address specific issues when they arise. Fake friends create vague discomfort right before they